so flagrant. Who am I to taste the flavors?
Our maiden voyage on the official photo vlog with the audio working.
Let's get it.
And that's it. The rest is just gonna be riding and engine noise.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have witness to our crazy conversations that we have.
So I did.
Now.
I don't know if we want to make this the official intro, but I did want to talk about at least a little bit. I guess we can go into more detail later about our journey and what brought us here.
Oh, okay.
What brought us here? Not brought
Yeah,
us,
it's a funny story, isn't it?
Pretty funny. So, see, not everything that came out of COVID is negative. What you gonna do over there?
Everything that came out of COVID was time.
Was what? What?
Time to think.
Yeah, too much time.
Too much time to think.
A lot of negativity did happen with people sitting at home, but we ended up doing something positive.
Yeah, we did.
Started riding motorcycles. And
then also part of, the positivity was that one of the things was I was able to come out of my comfort zone, because I'll tell you what, that zone was very, very tight.
Yeah.
So for me to be riding motorcycles, y'all, it's literally a miracle. Like, for real. There was a time that when Josh and I were dating, that he was wanting to ride motorcycles and told me, he was like, I'm going to invest. And I was like, well, then I'm going to, wow, that dude, okay. And I was like, well, if you decide to ride motorcycles, then we're not going to be together no more. Because I can't take that life insurance. We just dating.
You said until we married and I get that life insurance policy.
Now that we married, No, I'm just playing. But seriously, I just thought it was the most unsafe thing to do in the whole entire world. And
it's funny, that's what I guess we'll get into that a little bit deeper, because
later,
I noticed that'll be another video or another topic, because I noticed that a lot of women, because even when we're riding around like little kids are like, oh, I want to see a bike, and we saw a little family, and then we were like, and then I was like, I said something to the kid like, make sure if you ride safety, and his mom was like, she's not getting a motorcycle. I mean,
you did say that. I remember that.
Yeah, the negative stigma just goes with motorcycling.
A car.
Yeah, you see people doing stuff like this, like, chill out, bro.
Like, you obviously see.
But I'm probably going to let him over. He might be trying to go to Walmart. I think it all deals with, too, how, I don't know. I mean, of course, your kids, when they grow up, they're going to do what they want.
Mindset.
We were raised, yeah, it's a mindset. We were raised, like, not to be doing reckless stuff. So, that's a whole other subject.
That's another topic. That'd be a really good topic, because.
Well, what do you think parenting is going to change whether your kids are reckless or not? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, so a lot of people are like, no, my kids ain't doing that. Our kids ain't doing that. But the problem I see is with reckless, irresponsible younger kids. I would say don't get it when you're younger anyway. But a lot of the younger kids who just don't have any regards for their own safety or the safety of others, that causes a big issue with motorcycles and kids crashing and stuff. So, and also, well, another thing is people riding without proper gear, alcohol, drinking and riding. We were talking about that the other day, because they have a lot of riding events here, and they talk about drinks, $5 shots, and we're like, what the heck? And it's a motorcycle event.
It's a motorcycle night, and they talking about $5 a shot, and you're like, wait a minute, you really gonna run for that on a motorcycle night?
Yeah.
Knowing that there's gonna be a lot of riders there that that don't want to partake it.
Yeah.
And it's already pretty strenuous while you're riding and sober because you got to keep, you got to pay attention to everything, right? And if you start taking,
you're impaired,
it's kind of a little difficult.
Yeah.
And then your decision making is a little foolish too.
Yeah, there's too much going on with the mechanics of your hands and your feet. You got to use both your feet, both your hands. You got to be looking around. Yeah, it's just too much. There's just too much going on to be impaired at all. Because even I was thinking, I was like, once you get older, I was like, I don't even know if I get to a point where I'm gonna ride as long as possible. But when I get older, and I'm not as quick on my feet, I'm probably not gonna be able to ride as much anymore, or at all. At a certain point, I'll be able to ride at all. So there's just too much. It puts a lot on your brain to do it properly, because you need to be watching cars turning. You need to be watching the cars in front of you. I mean, I've seen videos, too many videos of people rear-ending cars and stuff like that. So it's almost a motorcycle. Yeah, it's like driving a car, but it's another level. And a lot of people take the same thought in driving a car into riding a motorcycle, and it's not the same thing. This dude.
Yeah. I was just gonna say the same thing, that it's definitely like riding a car, but it's like to the next level. Just because you don't have that metal around you that you kind of rely on a little bit if you were to get in a wreck. If you were to get in a wreck in a motorcycle, you're relying on your gear pretty much.
Yeah, and you need to do more training than just like we do. We might do some videos of that, our parking lot training. You need to do more training than just learning how to ride and going. You need to, like, we watch videos. We're constantly taking in information on how to avoid collisions or avoid accidents. Yeah. We constantly watch stuff like that, and that's really what you need to do in order to do this. It's not like on a car you get your driver's license, you just go. On a motorcycle, you need to be continually improving, and just noticing how to recognize hazards and stuff like that. Like it's not just get on there and ride.
No.
Since
I think that's a good leeway to talk about how long have you been riding, Josh?
So, like we said, it was COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was COVID. not 2018. Oh, Jesus. Like 2019, end of 2019, beginning of 2020. Because that's when you got the bike and you started fixing it, and then 2020 is when you were able to actually ride it, right?
Yeah, I guess we did a lot. So like I've been riding way longer than that, but I guess it's been like 3 years.
Yeah.
Because I'm going through so many, in 3 years, I guess that's another, going through so many bikes and riding everywhere. And, so we'll say 2019. Unless I figure out anything better. And we just ride down 71st and not even paying attention.
Yeah, I'm over here. There's a lot of traffic.
Because we talking and not even paying attention to where
we're headed to where.
Not like we're not paying attention, but we're just going in a straight line. So yeah, 2019. I kept saying I want a motorcycle, and that was when COVID, and I don't know if I was on furlough at the time, but I was like working less hours at work. So I was just looking for something to do because I started wanting to get into doing more mechanical stuff. I've done like small engine work on lawnmowers and stuff like that, lawnmowers and generators. I wanted to go to a slightly bigger engine. I mean, I worked on cars too, but I started doing at that time I was doing small engine stuff, which I'm still doing. But so I wanted to work on motorcycles, and I'm also wanted to find a good deal on a motorcycle that needed some work. So I ended up finding this 1998 YZF 600R, my first bike. See if I could pop a picture in, because I got pictures everywhere. I don't have it anymore.
Yeah. I got this picture right here of it.
Yeah. So, I ended up getting that bike and fixing it up. The picture, I'll see if I can get a before and after picture, because even the before picture doesn't show what all was wrong with that bike. Like in the picture, you just see it's dirty and it needs repairing.
Yeah.
That's
inside the car.
Yeah, I did so much. I did so much on that bike. A big problem with those bikes is the second gear gets worn out, and you have to replace the gear. So in order to do that on older bikes, you have to split the whole case, like tear the whole engine down, pretty much. And so I did that to that bike. Anyways, so I fixed that bike up. Ended up learning how to ride it. I rode it without second gear. I learned how to ride it without second gear, by the way, which I don't recommend. It's not bad. You just have to skip the gear, but. So I ended up learning how to ride it, and then I think I still had that bike, and Lady Stanton over here, she wanted to ride. I got her a helmet. I don't remember what happened. I think she wanted to ride with me.
He didn't just give me the helmet. He snuck the helmet, y'all.
Well, you told me you wanted to ride, and I kept telling her, which I think everybody should do. I wouldn't put a passenger on here without at least the same amount of gear that I have.
That is true.
So a helmet and gloves. I'm not gonna let you ride on my bike without having a helmet on. So I got her a helmet, and then we rode around a little bit, and then she was just like, "Let's go here, and she was.
I was loving it.
Let's ride everywhere. I was like, if you like riding this much, I was like, you need to get your own bike.
I was loving it.
Was that a year later? That was like a year. Cause I had
I didn't even make sure he knew what he was doing, y'all.
Yeah, and I wouldn't. And see, that's another thing too. That's just another thing with responsibility. I wouldn't put anybody on the back of my bike unless I'm sure I could keep that person safe, because it's not just my life; it's hers too. And her parents will probably kill me if I did.
Look, and I'm a full figure. Like, I'm a full figure woman too, so I needed to make sure he was able.
That's right. So
I was like, look, all this woman in the back of this bike, you gonna have to. I need to make sure you know how to handle that.
Yeah, I will feel terrible. Of course, funny. You can go to that too, seeing videos of people ride, dudes hit wheelies, and the girl just fall off the back like, what the heck? And she doesn't, have a helmet on. She doesn't have proper gear on.
She doesn't have any gear on. Yeah.
That hurts me to see that.
So
be careful who you put your trust in. So be
pretty much
trust with your life.
Really quick disclaimer. We're really riding in the busiest road, one of the busiest roads in Tulsa right now.
We usually don't ride down here, but we kind of just rode in a straight line.
We did. We're like, snap. So,
we're going to, I guess we know where we're going now, since we're going straight down 71st westbound.
We're going to Riverside. Yeah, we can go to Riverside and then come up and go to Cycle Gear.
Okay.
This is what we do all the time, y'all. Like, we don't be knowing what we be riding.
So
Josh is one of those that doesn't need to know where he's riding, but I do. I need to know where we're going.
And funny enough, we're riding by where the guy that bought my old bike, where he works at.
His old bike is probably parked up here.
Yeah, it better not be parked out there. I was going to go talk to him one day. He messaged me on Facebook. He's a pretty cool guy. But I did see my bike parked out here. I don't see it. I got a car turning.
Yeah.
I don't see it out there. It's kind of dangerous right there. I'm always looking, but there's like cars.
Everybody's always trying to turn into the mall right there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we got the 250. I didn't get to that part yet. I didn't even get to that part yet. She needed a bike, and so I told her I was gonna get something that she got to ride. She still was like, I don't know, but I pretty much did it.
Freaked out. I told her I was not riding.
Until she saw that 250 because it was blue too. I did it on purpose.
Yeah, he got a blue. He got me a two. It was funny. He was like, I got home and he's like, hey, so I'm meeting up with this guy. He's got a 250, a Ninja 250. It's blue. I want to go check it out. And I was like, no. But then when we got there, I was like, okay, well, it doesn't hurt to go check it out, right?
Yeah, once you see it.
Once I saw it, and I was like, oh, this is a nice little bike. Oh, look at the butterfly. Okay. And then I was like, okay. And
so I have pictures of that too, the 2010 Ninja 250. That one needed a little bit of work too, but I wasn't trying to do too much. I don't even know what the plan was, if we planned on keeping it or she was just going to learn on it. But we didn't end up keeping that one too long. But she did end up learning on it. She did learn how to learn the basics.
Yeah, I learned the basics on it. I was freaked out, but still, it was I will suggest that if there are any lady riders or any ladies out here that would like to jump on the wild side and learning, that I would suggest a 250 or even a 400. Those are good learning bikes. I'm currently on a 400, but I'm already ready to get on something bigger.
Yeah, a 250 is a great learning bike. And then we sold it. I think we got a profit. So either you can sell it for a profit or you can sell it for about what you put into it.
Yeah, we ended up selling it.
So yeah, we ended up selling that 250. She just ended up, once she got used to riding and we used to watch videos of people ride and watching more about bikes, she saw the Ninja 400, which is what she's riding on now. The
Z400.
Oh, it's not the
Z400.
Same engine as the Ninja 400.
It's the same thing.
That nakedness.
Yeah.
What year is it? 2020?
That's 2021.
But we got it in 2021. We got it in 2021 though, and I don't think it was that current year. It was the year previous. It's either 2020 or 2021.
I think it was towards the end, yeah. Well, no, because you were riding it. It was cold. It wasn't as cold. I think it was guy in the front.
Well, I just got the notification that we got it a year ago.
Oh, so then, yeah. So I guess, yeah, then it was 2020 then.
Yeah, because I remember when we bought it, we didn't know if it was the current year or the previous year, and we found out it was the previous year. It was still brand new anyway, so.
Brand new, 0 miles on it.
Yeah, so we got her the Z400, so we rolled, because last year we still had a little bit of riding. We rolled the rest of the season. It's funny, last year, we put the bikes up for like 2 weeks, and then we rode again, and then maybe February, the end of January and February, we didn't ride, but then after that we started riding again, because it wasn't really cold for very long. So we had a pretty short off season.
Yeah. It wasn't that cold in Oklahoma last winter. We probably had like 2 or 3 real cold winters, real cold days, I mean. And we'll have to talk about the time that we rode and it was like 40 degrees outside and it felt, when we got on the bike, it felt like it was.
We might end up doing another one of those to demonstrate.
That does.
Be the guinea pig. Be the crash test dummies showing people what it's like riding the cold. It's not even proper, but without stuff that could assist you in riding in the cold. We might talk about what gear you could use to assist you in riding in the cold. We don't own any gear. We have a little bit of stuff, but we don't own any really cold weather gear since we don't do like long distance or anything. Most of our stuff is just local. We might ride, a town or 2 over, but that's about it.
There's a van turning up here.
Maybe more long distance stuff in the future, but right now we don't go too far. Maybe 50 miles out or something.
Yeah, because it's
not 50 miles. It's 50 miles round trip. So we'll have to see. We'll have to map. We'll map that ride one day when we go do our big loop around out in the country. I don't want to give too much away.
We're gonna have some fun. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah. So back to the 400. We actually went to Arkansas to get a 400.
Yeah. No, I was going to say she's ABS too. If you're looking her up, if you're looking her up, you usually see her.
The Z400 ABS. Can't remember.
ABS.
It's in a name, but I don't even know if that's an option. I think they might all came with ABS. I don't know. But ABS is a good thing to have. So yeah, we picked that up. I throw some footage in here of me riding that back from Arkansas. That was a pretty awesome ride. That was the first time I've ridden more than like 30 minutes. That was like about an hour ride back from Arkansas. And the weather, it was hot. Patricia's behind me. It was hot, and then it ended up raining for a little bit, and we got home. I was just like, it was a pretty cool ride, actually, all in all. So rode that bike back to Arkansas. Then she did some more learning on that. And she still wasn't real comfortable with riding on the street. We were just doing neighborhood riding mostly. So we would ride up to the park and she'd ride around, and which we have footage of that too. I'll see if I can throw that in there. There's gonna be a lot of throwing in footage here of her. Yeah. Is it a little? Well, I don't know, the intro video is us in the neighborhood, but that was the same concept. In our last video, if you haven't seen that, go check out the intro video of her. You'll see her ride on the street. So that was kind of part of her learning how to ride. So.
Yeah, a lot of the intro video, which is going to be up here at the top. You'll see me riding, I think, at the beginning, the 250, and then you'll see me transitioning into the 400. Well, people are like, man, Taco, they just mean. They don't be doing those Taco Bays that much. Okay.
So, she got the D400, then
I'm changing lanes.
So, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it for our story of what got us here. We bought and sold a few more bikes, too. But I've been riding ever since. My main bike was that YZF 600R until, what was it, over, probably a couple months ago, I got this current bike, my TV919. There's some bikes over there, Patricia. So, that's pretty much our bike journey. I rode a few other bikes, I rode a few other bikes, or I bought a few other bikes just to fix up and ride for a little bit, so that's kind of fun to do for me. So other than that, that's what bought it.